Welcome back, it's your boy LastKnownMeal, and today I want to talk about Cyberpunk 2077. So it's been a while since I made any one of these kind of videos about Cyberpunk, but with all the recent interviews with Mike Pondsmith, we learned some new things about the game. So I'm going to go through one of those interviews, see everything we learned about the game, because Mike Pondsmith also talked about the future, the gadgets we have, he talked about his relationship with CDPR, so we're going to go through all of that, analyze it and see all the new things we learned about this game. And the first thing is that CDPR wants to keep it as original as possible, and that is amazing because Mike Pondsmith was actually looking for someone to develop his game, to develop Cyberpunk, and when CDPR offered to do that game, you know, to take Cyberpunk 2020 and everything he created and to make a Cyberpunk video game, he was excited and surprised because they were already a huge fan of the game, of the tabletop RPG. They were huge fans and they want to keep it as original as possible. They want the feeling you had while you were playing the tabletop RPG and put it in their video game. So if you played the previous tabletop RPGs, you will recognize a lot of stuff in Cyberpunk 2077. And also Mike Pondsmith is working with them. He says that he goes to Poland on a regular basis. They go to Seattle, I believe, to visit him. So there is a lot of communication back and forth, and that relationship with CDPR is amazing, and that can only result in an amazing game, so that's a huge plus. Honestly, that's a huge plus for this game. Now also, Mike Pondsmith was asked about, you know, Cyberpunk as a genre in video games. They asked him, what about other Cyberpunk video games? What's the difference gonna be between those games and Cyberpunk 2077? And Mike Pondsmith only said, it's not going to be as Cyberpunk game, it is going to be a Cyberpunk game. So that tells you a lot about the world, about the atmosphere, about everything. So it's not going to be an adaptation of a certain world in like a Cyberpunk genre, it's going to be a Cyberpunk genre. So high tech meets low life, that's the definition of the genre, and that's what this game is going to be all about. And if you look at the tabletop RPG, if you look at everything Mike Pondsmith actually did, he really wants you to immerse yourself in this world as it is. So it's not going to be an adaptation of something, it is going to be a proper Cyberpunk genre. It's going to be a proper Cyberpunk video game. He also said that Cyberpunk is going to be as realistic as possible, and he wants to keep it that way. In some previous interviews and everything he talked about, he said that Cyberpunk 2077 is not going to be about saving the world, it's going to be about saving yourself. And those huge corporations that just are so powerful and you are nothing to them as a regular person, I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of drama with those corporations. Now again, we don't know anything about the story, but you know how much corporations were involved in the tabletop RPG, how much Mike Pondsmith wanted to create this gap between the rich and the powerful and the poor, and you know, just common people that these big companies will fuck over any time of the day. So I'm guessing that those huge corporations are gonna play a huge role in this game. Now he also said that Cyberpunk 2077, well, Cyberpunk that he created, is going to be mainly ranged combat. So a lot of weapons you saw in the tabletop RPG, a lot of things that happen there are going to be also in Cyberpunk 2077. So I'm guessing we're gonna have a lot of diversity in ranged combat, but also having melee combat in this game is probably going to be a case because we all know CDPR, they want to make this game as wide as possible, so I'm guessing if you want to play as a melee character, you will be able to. But again, Mike Pondsmith said that this game is mostly about ranged combat, so I'm guessing we're gonna be able to either modify our weapons, We're gonna be able to modify all the cyberware that's going to help us actually be more accurate, be faster. So it's going to be this, how would I say, this synthesis between the augmentations we put in ourselves and the weapons we use, like having, I don't know, night vision or something like that. I am not sure, but using those augmentations, we will be faster, we will reload faster, and you know, just help us to play with weapons like we want to play. So again, it's going to probably have diversity in ranged combat, maybe sniper rifles, assault rifles, shotguns, pistols, machine guns, so we can expect a lot of those things. And since they want to make this game as big as possibly they can, it's going to have weapon customization or something like that, because honestly, weapon customization and things like those would be a huge thing for this game, and I think there is a huge possibility we are going to see something like that. As I said before, he talks about his communication with CDPR. He has an amazing relationship with all the people working on this game, and he is constantly working on improving this game. And he also talked about the teaser trailer they released. There's a lot of things in the billboards and posters, everything that will resemble the final game, that will resemble the world that he wants to create. So a lot of things we are seeing in that teaser trailer is going to be in the game itself. So I'm guessing the feeling that we got from that teaser trailer is going to reflect on the final game. So amazing. Now, in the end, he also talked about the future of gaming, how much technology has gotten into our lives. He said that basically from this little phone, which is like a big box of cigarettes, he's able to run his entire company. And he also talks about, you know, this relationship we have with our technology. How we're so connected with it, how we can't live without it, because I'm able to record this with one simple DSLR and one recording device for sound, and I can also edit that on my machine. Before, this was not possible. It wouldn't be possible for me to record myself and also remotely control my camera using my phone to record this video. So he talks a lot about that. I'm going to leave a full interview down below in the description so you can watch it. It's amazing, it's fun, and I'm certain that if we get some more info soon, that I'm going to make video about that as well, because if you look at it, we received a lot more info this year than we've had in the 2016, so we are getting closer to a release, or at least to an announcement, like a proper announcement of this game. And I'm guessing that in probably 2018 we're gonna get so much more information regarding Cyberpunk, because he said that they've been working on this game for the past 4 years, because for the past 4 years he was going back to Poland. You know, the team from Poland was going to Seattle, I believe. And so communication is good. They want to keep it as original as possible, and I'm just guessing it's going to be a positive things for this game. And he also talked about the range combat, so we're gonna have a lot of weapons in this game to choose from, so that's gonna be great. And he also says that this is a personal story. It's going to be about those big corporations fucking over little people, and whoa. It's gonna have that cyberpunk feeling that we were all looking for, and great. So that's all for this video. Don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button. Also comment down below and tell me what you think about this, and expect some more Cyberpunk videos in the near future. Thank you for watching. LastKnownMeal signing out, and stay classy, everyone. Bye bye. Pickle Rick, pickle Rick. Hey, I'm Pickle Rick. Wubba dabba lub lub. Wubba dabba lub lub. Wubba dabba lub lub. Blah.